Hello everyone, good morning. I'm just sitting in the middle of a forest and enjoying the fresh breeze which is coming here. And early morning forest drives are very crazy, very amazing. See the air which is coming here. I'm just relaxing. Just wanted to tell you one important thing, guys. Don't go by the words of people. Don't go by the words of society, because society is there to damage you. Okay. To understand this, if I tell you that society is there to damage you, you'll not be able to understand my words. But yes, by giving an example of a story, you'll be able to catch my point. Why the society, words of the society are always damaging and poking. Once upon a time, there was a villager. He was suffering without money, so he was roaming around and he took advice from people what to do. People told that because you are not much educated and you do not have much any other qualification, what you can do is you can open a vegetable shop and start selling vegetables, and there you can gain a lot of profits. So what he did, he purchased few vegetables. He had some money, and what he did is he went to the farm, and from farm he used to purchase vegetables and used to sell in the village. After some time, when his business started flourishing, what he did is thought of opening a shop, and in the shop, started selling the vegetables. And in the shop, he put a name, a banner. He put, fresh farm vegetables sold here. So everybody came and they purchased vegetables from his shop. So one day, when he was selling his vegetables, one of the old lady came and asked him a question. Fresh farm vegetables sold here. What do you mean by this? Do you mean that you also sell the vegetables which are not fresh? So now he got a shock. Why she's asking like that? It means that you're not selling fresh vegetables also. So that's why you written fresh farm vegetables sold here. So now he thinks that yes, this old lady may be correct. So I should remove this fresh farm vegetables sold here. I will just remove the fresh. Just write farm vegetables sold here. So he rewrites that farm vegetables sold here. Next day, another old man comes to his shop. He writes, apart from farm vegetables, what you sell here? Apart from farm, are you getting fetching vegetables from the local market? I think I feel suspicion about the statement which I have written on the board. So I doubt. So now this vegetable vendor again thinks, fresh farm vegetables sold here. So I'll remove the farm also. So he removes the farm also. And he writes vegetables sold here. Okay. Now, the business was going on, and on the next day, again, one person, a young man, came and asked, vegetables sold here? Do you sell, apart from vegetables, do you also sell meat? I'm suspecting that you also sell meat. Now, because you have written vegetables sold here, I'm suspecting that you might have started selling even meat. So, and I am a pure vegetarian, and you guys, you are doing something vicious here. So, I doubt your activities. So, please remove this vegetables sold here if you're not selling any meat or other things. So now he thinks, yes, he might be correct, because if I write vegetables sold here, people may think that apart from vegetables, I'm selling something else also. So he removes the vegetables sold here also. Now what he will do by just writing sold here, so he removes the entire board. So this is how the society is poking us all the time. See, for example, once you have children, and if your children are studying, from the birth of the children, this poking goes on. If your child is born, people will ask you how many children you have. You say, sir, I have a male and I have a female daughter. Okay, for example, I'm telling. If you have a male daughter, example, they say, why don't you go for one more son or a daughter? One son, one daughter is good. No, they'll tell. Okay, after you have one son, one daughter, they'll ask you what are they doing. You say that one is studying in first class, one is studying in second class. Third question, what they comes is which school they are studying. You will say that Joseph Grammar School or something, missionary school. You will tell. They'll give again further advice. That school is not good. No, why you put your children in that school? You might have gone for another school. There are more better schools in the market, and why you put that school? Put your children in that school. That is a normal school. Okay. After some time, what will happen? They grow up, and they take some field of interest which they like to do, and you, being influenced by the society, give the same advice which you have taken from the people. Now you tell that what are your children doing, and you say that they are doing engineering. Maybe you say that they are interested in art, so they are doing art. So all these things you tell, the people will tell that why you are doing which your son is doing engineering. Everybody is doing engineering. No, you would have opted from something new. And I don't think some engineering will fetch you a very good jobs. Everybody's into that. And again, what is your daughter doing, sir? They'll ask you a question, and you will tell, that she's doing her arts. The people will advise why she's doing arts. She can go for some AI technology, ML technology, some new technologies where she can fetch a lot of money. These are the demanded fields and demanded field in the market. So after the education is completed, so again people will come and ask you when you will get your daughter married, when you will get your son married. And once you get the son married also, again society will ask you the question that who is your daughter-in-law, who is your son-in-law, are they happy? If they are happy also, then ask you one question again. What is that question? Are alak pillal, they had sons, they begetted sons or daughters, all these questions will come. So society will keep on asking you questions where you'll feel very uncomfortable to give the answers to. So you must think that at one point of time you must reject the society. Don't meet people unnecessarily, okay? Because you will not get any kind of elevation from that. I'm telling, even in case of relatives, even in case of your friends which you have formed, and even the extended relatives you have, these people are just to poke you. If you want to stay happy, okay, stay alone, and they people will come and go, okay? Just what I'm why I'm repeating this, there are few people in the society who are spiritually elevated. Spiritually elevated people will not try to give you any kind of wrong advice which will make you feel bad, okay? But the normal people who are conditioned by the rules and traditions of the society will always try to poke you and give you a wrong advice, and they always want to hurt you. This point you need to understand. And more early you understand this point that society is there to give you an instinct of pain and suffering, the more early you will become free from the society. So you say that you will ask me that so we don't have to make friends from the society. So how long it can happen? Because what you will do, but end of the day, the place where you are getting the instincts of pain and suffering, why you want to go there? Because these people will never support you. If you lose your job, they'll tell you find a new job. Okay, for any situation, any given situation, society will always give you instinct of pain and suffering. There is no elevation from their side. There is no talk of support from their side until the time you are financially well and emotionally well, and socially you are established. People will give you all the kind of free advices. So what is that friendship you need to have is that, there are separate people from in the society, like, we call them spiritually elevated people. Have connections with them. What they do is, they build a strong mental attitude in you. They build a strong character in you. When you talk with spiritually elevated people, what will happen? They'll build an internal pleasantness, internal happiness, internal joy when you talk to them. That's what, satsanga is very much important while you mingle in the society. So hope you got this point of how people poke you and how people instinct you pain, and what you need to do, you need to avoid them, and you need to make friendship with the right people. So see you guys. This is a message which I wanted to convey you in this morning, and I'll catch up in my next videos speaking about life and emotions. Bye. This is Umakant, your life coach and mentor.